Welcome to episode 2 of Millionaire Starts from Scratch, a series where I started from scratch and I'm working on making enough money for a down payment on a rental property through some different entrepreneurial ventures.
2 words, entrepreneurship.
Last video we did some Craigslist flips and started a Christmas lights hanging business, bringing our current total to a respectable $561. Got some more exciting ideas, let's see how far we can take it in this video. First off, wow, a lot of you guys liked episode 1, so we're definitely going to continue with this challenge, but more importantly, there was quite a few people who tried the things I did in the last video, which is awesome. There's comments like this guy who already secured 2 Christmas light jobs, and this man apparently secured $3,500 off the Craigslist free section in 2 days. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's kind of the whole goal of this series. It's to give people ideas and try out different hustles. I'm not calculating every drop of gas and being super realistic about every little thing. And now that brings us to this video. I want to hopefully get into 2 brand new hustles, but first I have another client lined up to get their Christmas lights hung for $180, which is great. Unfortunately though, I'm not sure we'll be able to get much more customers after this one. It's getting closer to Christmas, so most people who wanted their lights up already have them up, but hey, we got at least one more. This was a fairly simple house to hang up the lights on, nothing crazy, but the interesting part here was when I noticed the gutters, and I'm not talking about the ones where I'm from. No, but they were mad clogged, and the weather app was showing more rain in the following week. Some may see this as the owners simply neglecting their property, yeah, whatever, but what this really is an opportunity, baby. I brought it up to the customer, showed some pictures, and told them I could clean them for a quick $150. With how clogged they actually were, it didn't take any convincing. I just showed the pictures, they agreed, so I went out to a nearby Lowe's, bought a little shovel I can scoop the dirt with, got a bag, and got to work. That was some very much so not passive income right there. I almost felt bad for charging these people $150 to clean their gutters when in reality I'm the one that got finessed. Probably should have charged like $250, $300 for those, but at the end of the day I'll take the $150 plus the $180 for the lights, and we're looking at I think $320 total for this whole project. So new total is $891. We're almost at the 4 figures, but again I doubt we'll get much more clients for the lights. So concluding thoughts on this hustle, whole lot of opportunity there. You can upsell people to other services like gutter cleaning. Eventually you can hire helpers. If you want to get serious, start running local Google ads, hop on Yelp. Within a year or 2 you can have tons of repeat customers and keep finding new ones, hire more helpers, and really scale this.
It's money going up, but we only going up, bro.
Of course, only downside here is that it is a seasonal type of thing. You have like a 2-month window every year, but if you scale it high enough, that could be enough. And anyways, let's get on to the next hustle. This is going to be a long shot, don't know if we'll make much, but it's going to be a good time, and the hustle we're going to get into after this one is a lot more serious. But for this one, we're taking a page out of the Gary Vee textbook.
I am fired up right now.
We're going to hit up some garage sales and see if we can haggle and find some stuff to resell on eBay or Craigslist. I've always loved garage sales, been on them since I was a kid. Of course, it wasn't for fun back then, it was out of necessity to get cheap clothes and whatnot, but it's always kind of a good time because you never know what you'll find. Good morning, it's currently 7:40 a.m. With these garage sales, early bird gets the worm, so we're up in the AM. I'm here with high ticket flipper connoisseur Max, aka stimulus loan fraud expert. So
I'll take it, ready to do some garage
don't
sales.
take it, man.
All right, bro, this is a Gary Vee special right here. Collectibles, action figures, sports and pop culture secretary, whatever that means.
We making it out the trenches with this one, man, no doubt.
Facts.
So this first garage sale was somewhat of a banger. Ended up buying some sports cards, a medallion, and randomly found a Game Boy game in one of the boxes. Bought all of that as a package for only $3. There was also this Nintendo DS that seemed promising, but it was just the box. We ended up going to around 5 or 6 other garage sales, and honestly, we should have just went home after the first one. The others had some cool stuff, but nothing with any resale value. So that went okay. Right now really isn't the best season for garage sales, but we did manage to hit a few of them and got some flip-worthy items. Nothing of resale value with the sports cards, although I did find this really cool Kobe Bryant card that I'm just gonna keep. Now remember, everything I got here costs, I believe it was $2-3 total, and this Alamo coin remembrance medallion has been selling in the last couple of months for $35 to $40 on eBay. Then this Metroid Fusion game, a few of these are sold almost every single day on eBay for around $25 to $35. So let's say safe bet $30 for the coin and an easy $25 for the game all day, and we just turned $3 into $55. I really want to hit up a few more garage sales in the future of this challenge. I think if you know what to look for and gain some experience, you can definitely make some money with this and also just have a really good time.
Bro, I'm straight up having a good time.
But now for this next hustle. Crazy. We're getting into the moving business, which can sound a little complex, but it doesn't have to be. It's a pretty self-explanatory concept. Someone wants to move, but they don't want to go through carrying and loading all of their items and driving everything over to their new address, so they hire someone. That someone can be you. You don't have to have a truck. You can rent a U-Haul when you're just starting out and just pay some homies to help you with a moving job. I have a friend who runs a more advanced version of what I just broke down, so we'll be stepping into his shoes and running a moving job with him, maybe even try to do some live sales calls, see if we can close some moving deals. But I believe with our current total, we should have enough to cover the expenses of the particular moving job we'll be doing, and we'll definitely talk more about where to find people who are looking to move and start up this whole business when we meet up with a homie, which is gonna be at 5 a.m. in a couple days. We're gonna load up someone's house in Sacramento, California, and move the items 8 hours away to Boise, Idaho, and come back all in, I believe, under 24 hours. It's gonna be quite the adventure, no doubt. I'll see you guys then. Woke up at 4 a.m. today.
Good.
Currently already 5 a.m., but I'm on my way to the moving scene. I think we're gonna start the day off by loading up a truck. And then once we hit the road to Boise, I think we can find out more about the hustle, the ins and outs, and how someone could potentially start it up themselves. There's some heat. Okay, so I'm here with Dre, aka Drazy Go Crazy, aka Love Doctor, King of Toronto.
The one and only. Y'all know how I do.
Now let's talk business. So this isn't the Iced Coffee Hour podcast. I'm not gonna dig too deep here, but if you had to put a number on the amount of figures in the revenue that this business puts in, would that number be similar to the one that Drake is often associated with?
That's good. Hey, that's a dappage.
Ooh, that is crazy.
That, yes.
I'm proud of that one.
The 6 GOD, y'all know how I do. I definitely think there's some sort of correlation between the 6 and the side hustle. This is the amount of figures, to say the least, and that's profit. So I know.
Whoa.
I had to
Really
drop
had
it.
to flex that on us.
revenue.
I was just asking revenue. Okay.
Yeah, not for
I
I know the ecom folks like the 6-figure revenue, but
chill,
this is
chill,
this
bro,
is
too
profit,
far.
boys.
Okay, so we got that out of the way. There's definitely some money to be made there. That 6-figure number is a little overwhelming, but you definitely didn't start out with like all these trucks and all these employees. How did you kind of get things up and running? Because you did it from scratch, right?
Sneaky Deaky Dre went online and he's like, how do you generate leads without paying for leads, right? Because I'm not trying to pay for leads.
Right.
I don't have that kind of ad spend, right? This is zero budget type of deal. Went online, move out sales on Facebook Marketplace.
Wow.
Move out sales.
Creative.
Garage sales.
So you really just hit up garage sales listings and offer them your services.
Yeah, garage sales,
Wow,
and this is just
that's creative.
Facebook Marketplace. So just go online and go in your notes, type in, hey, this is X and X with this and this. Tell them what you can offer, give them rates, and I wouldn't say undercut the market because you don't want to be that guy, but still offer competitive rates because people don't want to go for the lowest of the low and the highest of the high. They kind of like that middle, So that's what I shot for. Hit them with the 80 an hour, and landed the biggest fish I had. And kind of went from there.
Okay, so let's get into the numbers for this particular job because as you know, I'm doing this Millionaire Starts From Scratch series.
Right.
I have a budget. I believe I have enough to cover it, but let's do the math. What are all of your expenses for this particular job? Let's put me in your shoes.
Great question. Supply expenses, I would say the only supplies we use is wrap, and I think we might have some here. So yeah, this is what we use. They're called lollipops. Yeah,
sir.
they look like
Got the
lollipops.
lingo.
Yeah, I suggest using blankets. You don't have to. If you wrap things properly, screwdriver, $5. Little Allen wrench set, another $5. Harbor Freight's the plug.
So you think it's $100 stops?
Yeah, $100. Yeah, guaranteed.
So let's do $100, and that should cover everything.
Yeah,
for the
guaranteed.
supplies. Okay, so we got the supplies, but what about the vehicle? I know you have a couple of your own trucks, but if I
Right.
was just starting out and I had to go to U-Haul or Penske, how much would that run me to run from Sacramento to Boise, Idaho, which we're doing here?
Yeah, I'd say, well, we go with Penske's if we still got a state, if we're like overbooked. That probably would run you like right under $300. And then I'd say maybe an additional give or take 400 for diesel or gas, whatever you use. So
around 700.
right around 700, yeah.
All right, so we'll add the 700. So we're looking at 800 at the moment with the supplies.
Yep.
But we still have to include the helpers. However, you could pay them after you already get paid, right?
Yes, you could just pay them after the job's complete. So, you know, you could pay like a friend from church, friend from school, friend from high school, whatever, you know, college.
But for now, we still have like a what? The total drive is around 8 hours.
It's
like
roughly 8 hours, yeah. We're probably like an hour and a half out from Sac. We're in Truckee, so good 7-hour haul.
And then we're gonna unload and then gun it right back.
Gun it right back.
All right, let's do it. I don't know, bro. That's kind of us. I believe you're looking for a move.
Yes.
Okay.
Say sounds good, and then hit her with the rate.
Rates are, you're looking at about 120 an hour. We do have a 4-hour minimum. A 2-man crew with a truck, and that's all included. 8 is. Could we possibly do Saturday? That's. Oh. Bye-bye.
Yeah, no, that's.
So you should have listened. Okay, it is now 9:57 p.m. Idaho time. We just finished up unloading. We're about like 15 hours into what's gonna be a 24-hour shift or something. Bro, this has got to be some sort of OSHA violation or something.
I said, hold up, wait a minute.
I know we're not gonna be able to sit down and chat after this 8-hour drive home, so let's get this out of the way right now. How much did we get paid for this?
So payout was $3,000.
Okay.
Right. I'd say profit on this job.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna add that 3,000 to the total balance, and then we also now have to subtract the helpers, right? So
they all did 2 hours each, so like 15 bucks an hour. So let's say 30 times 3. So and then another $100 right there.
I don't know. That's too much math for us right now. We're kind of zooted here off this 8-hour drive and all of this work. We realistically are like 15 hours into the shift, right?
Yeah.
14. Yeah, so I'll do the math later when I'm editing, but I'm sure it's a good number and I'm excited about it. Frisco's in the mood. It is now 5:26 a.m. of the next day. That's a 24-hour shift. We're clocking out here.
Now it's time to go back in the studio.
Thoughts on the moving hustle? Very hard work, but pays well. It's a business that can be started up by pretty much anyone. However, I do feel like it does take a lot of discipline and experience to scale it. Eventually, the goal with it is to have employees who you can outsource the work to and focus on the back-end things like coordinating logistics and finding new leads. If you want to get serious about it, it's a pretty full-time thing. However, I think it's also viable as a side hustle if you just want to put up a listing on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace saying you provide the service, or you can look for listings seeking the service. Anyways, though, we were really on some non-passive income vibes throughout this whole video, bringing the final budget to
$3,043. Only made a couple thousand.
Oh my god. Punch him.
We're in the 4 figures. I'm hyped. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any hustle suggestions, please drop them in the comments below. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.